Hey guys, Mr. Bowman here. Today's learning objective is in white, and we are learning to convert between volume units. So the approach here is going to be fairly similar to the area conversion video. So let's get into a couple examples. So the first step is starting with the number that you're given, 50 meters cubed. We're looking to get to centimeters cubed. Your job is to draw a shape that has that particular volume. And I'm just trying to think, well, what factors, what can I get to 50, and I'm thinking 5 times 5 times 2. So that will become 50. So if we think of maybe a rectangular prism or a cuboid, whatever you want to call them. So let's say this has a height of 5 meters, and it has a base of 5 meters, and it has a depth of 2 meters. So the face would be 25 times by the depth would be 50. So that gives us a volume of 50 meters cubed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm looking to convert all those measurements into centimeters cubed. So I'm going to draw my rectangular prism again. And I'm just going to change the units. So the height now, 5 meters becomes 500 centimeters. Same with the base, that 5 meters becomes 500 centimeters, and our depth becomes 200 centimeters. So the volume of this prism, so just a reminder, it's the volume of the face. So we'll write down our formula. Volume is equal to face times depth. The volume of the face is 500 times 500, and we're going to multiply that by the depth, which is 200. And this is when you're going to need to grab your calculator out. I've got mine here too. 500 times 500 times 200. I'm getting quite a big number, 50 million. So we've got 50, 3 zeros centimeters cubed. Geez, what a big number that was. That's how we converted that first one. Another way to think about it is from meters to centimeters. That's normally times 100. And because we are in the third dimension or volume, you can often cube that as well. So you can check that out. So 50 times 100 cubed, that should get you to the same answer as down below. Okay, next question number 2. Just a reminder, millimeters to centimeters cubed. A lot of us might be tempted just to go divide by 10 to get to 50,000 centimeters cubed. But just a reminder, couldn't be more wrong. Just like the area one, just the dividing by the units is not enough. So first step, let's find some kind of shape with a volume of 50,000. And I've got some weird numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it down into zeros. I've got 2 zeros here, 2 zeros here, and 1 extra 0. And I need them to come to 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 500. So that's the 5 and 2 zeros times 100. That's 5 times 1 is 5, and then I'm going to do times 10 as well. So that there should get me to 500,000. So I'm going to draw a shape with that particular volume. So there would be the face of my shape, and it's got a small depth. So the height would be 100 millimeters. The bottom of that shape, 200 or 500, and then we've got 10 millimeter depth there. And when you find that, the volume gets you to 5,000 millimeters cubed. We're now going to change our units into centimeters. So there's my shape. So 100 millimeters is going to become 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeters, 500 millimeters becomes 50 centimeters, and 10 millimeters becomes 1 centimeter. I'm now going to get into my formula. So volume is equal to face times depth. The face is going to be 10 times 50. The depth, 1. We're going to grab out our, hopefully we don't need our calculators for this one actually. That's going to be 10 times 50 is 500 times the 1, still 500. 500 centimeters cubed. And the other way you could have done that is to go from millimeters to centimeters. It is divide by 10, and if you cube that, because we're dealing with a 3-dimensional shape, that should get you to the centimeters as well. So hopefully you found this video on converting between volume units interesting, similar to the area stuff. We had primate at the top today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Now let's get into heaps and heaps of practice.